We have an update on John Cena's retirement tour date. Jordynne Grace's WWE contract details and which brand she will be on have been revealed, and there was yet another mysterious happening at the close of this week's NXT, and we can tell you who the wrestlers were if you fancy. The John Cena retirement tour kicked off at the Royal Rumble over the weekend. Of course, he finished the runner-up in the men's match to Jey Uso, but the leader of the C Nation, he's got a big busy year coming up, Sam.
He does, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I was stood there in absolute abject shock. I couldn't believe Jey won it.
Oh, yes.
Couldn't believe
it was
Jey
a
won
nice
it.
shock.
Oh, but yeah, it was a good shock, but I was stood there kind of going like, for the first time in ages, I was cheering on Cena proper, and then it all ended.
Could you imagine 16-year-old you doing that, Sam?
Oh no, he'd hate me.
He'd be disgusted with the man you become. Anyway, following that Rumble main event, there was obviously the post-show press conference where John Cena cuts one hell of a promo, seeing him being in the main event of WrestleMania is the best for business. He's going to win number 17, the world title, so he can shake the hand of the man who goes on and wins number 18. And he goes and declares himself for the Elimination Chamber match, while the rest of the field have to go through qualifying matches.
I think you've sort of earned it. It'd be like if Undertaker came back and went, yeah, Paul, I want to do an Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
Just going to go, all right, yeah, no bother. Just sign that. Yeah. All good. Sweet. Yeah.
He is John Cena after all. Aye, but then after the Rumble, after that little promo, or big promo at the post-show press conference, you're thinking, right, Raw, follow-up promo, we're going to get some stuff. And it didn't happen. And there has been a huge scope as to what the schedule is looking like going forwards over the next month or so.
Well, Mike Johnson of PW Insider said John Cena is already back in Budapest, Hungary, filming the Matchbox movie. As it currently stands, he's not slated for WWE programming again until the Elimination Chamber itself on the 1st of March.
1st of March, yes. So he's declared for the Elimination Chamber, gone off to Hungary, and now he's just
in Hungary, just with little Matchbox cars going pew pew, like doing basically what we all did as
like
kids, in the living room floor.
A little bit of Subudio. Bang,
and if you had a posh mate who had one of them doctors' waiting rooms car rugs.
I'd never had any mates that posh, Sam. No. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Where it's like a rug in the shape of a city and you drive your cars around.
I wanted them. First school proper then, weren't they? Fantastic scenes. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like John Cena's going to go straight on that plane from Hungary, or maybe via car mat on the floor, straight to Canada, straight to Toronto for Elimination Chamber.
Which, I mean, fair play to him. Do you think they're going to ship him out like a full Elimination Chamber set up to practice?
To Hungary, full chamber.
They just put a whole one in a warehouse so he can stand there on his own, just walking himself through the paces.
Imagine if they did that and then John Cena's doing like swanton bombs off the pod onto the ring. Could you imagine the scenes?
He comes in and plans an indie-rific match with the boys, like, and then you're going to do this.
Wouldn't it be ironic though if John Cena started cutting like via satellite promos like The Rock did back in the day?
It would be good, but not in his final year. Nah. It's like, had they got him back before this for one run, maybe I could have seen that kind of Hollywood Cena.
Yeah. Not happening this year, though.
Nah.
He'll do some things, no doubt, but not in person. Until March the 1st, last night's NXT, everybody, ended with another mysterious vignette. Of course, last week after the tag team match between Bianca Belair and Naomi and Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, a vignette, well, it wasn't really a vignette, just the test screen appeared on screen with the coloured stripes. Is that the official terminology for it?
Test bars.
Test bars and tone. Where you can find test.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And obviously Vengeance Day appeared on those test bars. Then this week, after the main event match where Trick Willie was whipped like a government mule by Eddie Thorpe, we saw another vignette featuring, I've put in the notes here, where the hell is the note? A bearded man, somebody's ear, and the silhouette of 4 strapping lads before the test screen sort of flashes on and off screen, and we see Vengeance Day once again. And some believe, Sam, that there might be a debut involving 4 strapping lads at Vengeance Day off the back of this.
See, I think that could be something potentially they're hinting at here, but also it could just be the branding for this year's Vengeance Day. It might be that, you know how Fastlane's about cars, Vengeance Day's about like ears and bits of beard. A boy band, yeah. Sugar Shane Helms is bringing it back.
Imagine, who are the Westlife? They were a foursome, weren't they?
Yeah.
Imagine if Westlife came back. Yeah, Boyzone. Any more The Osmonds?
Take that after Robbie.
That's going to happen at Vengeance Day. They're going to appear and shoot attack everybody. But no, Vengeance Day, of course, is coming up on February the 15th. But someone called She Loves Ray on Twitter has been the source for all of the internet things around the world. So we're going to do it as well. They have identified the 4 wrestlers involved in this vignette because you see the silhouettes, you can't quite see the faces. Yeah. And one of the names in particular, Sam, is rather shocking. Who the hell are they?
So we've got Saquon Sugars, Cutler James, Keanu Carver, and Dion Lennox, which are talent that were primarily featured on the now defunct NXT Level Up show.
But Dion Lennox is a shocker because he's been on the main NXT show for a while now. He is the attractive man with glasses, and that is his gimmick.
Maybe he's gone to dig deep in the well to bring up people that WWE have forgotten about.
He's gone to the library and found the weirdos in the little corridors and whatnot, looking at the weird books.
The weird books.
Yes.
Yeah. Medical history and things like that.
But yeah, Dale Lennox, he had a little interaction with Trick Willie and people like that a few weeks ago where it looked like he was turning heel, and it looks like that little miniature heel turn where he sort of brushed past Trick Willie is leading to this debut of the Awesome Foursome. I don't know why I called them that. I know
That's what they're going to be called from now on.
Probably it's NXT. But who knows what they could do at Vengeance Day. The following matches have been announced for the show, so they could get involved in any of them the way it's been set up after the women's tag team match last week. This week it was Trick Willie and Oba losing their tag team match in the main event this week. So the matches are, do you want to alternate these matches?
Yeah,
I'll go first with the
first.
NXT champion Oba Femi defending against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in a triple threat match.
We've also got NXT Women's Champion Julia defending against Bayley and Roxanne Perez in a triple threat.
Women's North American champion Fallon Henley defends against Stephanie Vaquer.
And then we've got Ethan Page versus Javon Evans.
Nail your flag to the mast then, Sam. Which match are they getting involved in? The Awesome Foursome.
Like, I think that if you're going to make kind of big statement, showy pieces like this, almost NWO style, you got to just gun for the big dog. Go for the main event.
Dangerous.
Go for the main event.
Oba's
it could
not
backfire horrifically, but go for the main event.
It probably is going to be that, because if there's one thing that's lacking on NXT, it is the men's singles main event scene. There isn't many players in that division, so getting an Awesome Foursome, led I assume by Dale Lennox because he's the most tenured on the weekly
that's
NXT
it. And
show.
if they can be sort of his boys to back him up, then we get all of that poo-housery that we all know and love, and I think it'll really help spread the story out.
Yes. Now we have some good injury news and some bad injury news. First of all, the good comes from Mike Johnson of PW Insider, who says, we noted a few weeks ago that Tyler Bate was close to returning. PWInsiderElite.com is told that he's now been cleared to return to the ring and is expected back with the Raw brand anytime in the next few weeks. One source said that February the 24th, the Raw taping on that date, has been circled as a potential target date.
Go on, Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, you forget how young he is, so now I'm like, God, he's been signed for like 10 years. And it's like, yeah, he's only like 23 or something.
Disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting. But it is interesting timing, I guess, because on Raw this week we saw Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser go like, towards each other. So could that be them getting together in some kind of faction? Tyler Bate coming back? Yeah. The League of Nations gets back together.
European strong style.
Why not? Why not? Be better than what either of them are doing. Well, not maybe not so much Ludwig, because he's doing good singles things by himself. But yeah, certainly Pete and Tyler. And the bad news comes to us from Instagram. Apollo Crews sharing the following. Heading into surgery today. A few weeks ago on SmackDown, I tore my pec. An unfortunate situation. Sometimes you do everything right, but there are just some things beyond your control. I'm looking forward to the road ahead, attacking it with a positive and unstoppable mindset.
It's not known how long he's set to be out for, but sources are indicating that it could be several months. He won the match, which he got injured in against Johnny Gargano, but it was on January 24th. Torn pec was what Cody did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
but it was rouge.
Yeah. So just send it all our best to Apollo Crews. If there's somebody who is going to attack this with nothing but positivity, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
You got to just hope he'll be back soon enough and that it's not going to have any lasting effect on him.
It is a shame, like, because he was just getting going with the whole Pretty Deadly storyline with DIY.
Yeah.
Like, you can't trust those bad lads.
It was nice to see him actually being utilised properly for
and then he goes and loses. Well, wins the match, but then obviously gets injured doing so. It's a horrible situation, but I'm sure he will be fine. Jordynne Grace contract details have been revealed. Of course, she made a couple of headlines at the Rumble over the weekend.
Just a couple.
Lots of shoot manoeuvres. That DVD on
couple of tweets I saw.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Jonathan Gresham in the airport with the Dirks?
I did, yeah.
The little sign.
So cute.
What a cutie patootie that Johnny Gresham is. Oh, God. Coming out of the show, and because of her happenings on NXT last year, and because, of course, she revealed to Chris Van Vliet that she got out of her TNA deal early, everyone around the world is saying, surely it's only a matter of time until Jordynne Grace becomes a fully fledged WWE superstar. And by God, according to Fightful Select, it has happened. And here are the deets, Sam.
They said, now we know via WWE sources that she signed a 5-year contract that will take her through 2029. The plan, as of her being signed, is headed to the NXT brand for at least the time being. WWE sources that we've spoken to claim that Grace signed a main roster level deal. Most in the company don't expect her to be in NXT long. Grace retains rights to her name and her theme, which she owns. TNA sources told Fightful that they were interested in re-signing Grace, but understood the likelihood wasn't high.
It's a surprising one for me, you know. Not the main roster contract bit, just the NXT bit, because as we all know, the NXT women's division at the top level is stacked.
She could be used as something interesting in the middle of this this TNA WWE partnership thing going on. I think that people, if depending on how spicy they want to make the storyline, she could be seen as a bit of a traitor. But at the same time, it's got to literally be a couple of months and then get her on Raw or SmackDown or wherever, because she's a megastar.
Yeah.
She's just a megastar waiting to happen.
Yeah, you're looking at the title picture. Roxanne and Bayley seem sewn up for a stand and deliver match after their triple threat.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she gets Julia. Maybe she gets Zarya. Maybe she gets...
Julia, I reckon, would make sense.
Yeah.
Like, Julia's somebody, like, you've also got Stephanie McCurr, you've got... I mean, there's basically, like, I reckon a few solid dream matches there, and then get her onto the main roster.
Yeah.
I really believed she was going to win the Women's Rumble. I convinced myself. I was like...
Does that mean you're disappointed and angry on Twitter now?
I was sort of like, it'd be interesting to see somebody just come in and boss it.
Yeah.
And then just go straight to Mania.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Like, I don't know.
She'll go right to the top. She'll have a women's championship match at WrestleMania next year. You mark this video with a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe,
Get
please.
Scott Steiner in the audience when she wrestles as well, so we get to see him posing a bit. Yeah.
That is her father. Right, so Hold and Give later today at 3:15. I'll be streaming some EAFC 2.5. Come and join me there. Sam, anything to plug?
Not really. I'm just about to go back and edit a load of stuff, which will be coming up in a couple of months' time.
Lovely. Oh, months.
Oh, yeah.
A girthy boy.
It's biggie boys.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you very soon.